Oh no! We missed a very, very important time in life. No, we didn't. But time is precious. How you spend it is actually very important. If you're here right now, that's very important to me because you're finding your time to be precious and you're wasting it with me. My name is Wago Howard. I teach music here in Hilo, Hawaii. I'm getting warmed up for my day like I do every Monday and Tuesday from 9. Out there. Wookie, how you doing, buddy? Mark, it's good to see you. This is the sound of silence. Guadalupe, I did. Is that better? Wunderbar. Warmed up. How's everybody doing out there in fly fishing land? Fly fishing land, whoa, whoa. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum. Ba-da-ba. I'll tell you what, I'm enjoying my day today. Are you enjoying your day? I hope you are. If not, maybe this isn't the channel for you, because we're going to spread some love and joy right now. I get to teach a student about an hour from now. I am up for asking questions. If anybody wants to throw some Skrilla in that jar, that'd be amazeballs. Other than that, today what I'm doing in my spare time, besides running some errands when I don't have a student, I am going to attempt to hook up audio, which means from now on, there could, should, would probably be better audio. I've done 13,000 videos not using any external sound, and I, think it's time. And I hope it sounds better. It'll at least be a step in my creativity, learning how to work programs. As I said, I learned how to play the music, have no clue how to work the technology. Should be very interesting. All right, I've been practicing all my B chords on the ook. Those are the most difficult. I learn minor chords, build tension. Well, let's skip the ukulele. Do you have any questions about how to practice the practice of practice, Mark? And the reason why I take time, Mark has a blue highlight on their name, which means that they're a member. So I stop what I'm doing and I answer questions. Here we go. If you're playing the B chords on an ukulele, that's because we know how to play the A chord. Look at the A chord in the cage system as just being an extension of that chord. A sharp with a full bar or just a partial bar on the A and E string, and then moving up gives your B. The next thing you want to do is think about B in the context of what B is. What is B to you? Where does it fall with the other family chords? How do you utilize it? Most people on the ukulele really just use the B as a B dominant, which can be played as such, or easier as such. If you know the E minor, which everybody does, it's fun for the fingies. If you haven't seen G major with the pinky on here, is your E minor secondary foundation. Both of these chords exhibit a B dominant. Just like when you play G7, you can learn G7 as a different way. So you have a different way of playing it every once in a while. So you get some sort of staccato chords like this. If you didn't have those open notes, you'd always have that G ringing. And this G7 isn't a true B diminished. But long story short, when you're working on your B, Mark, the next thing to do is learn all your Bs. Throw a 1-3-5 at it, 1 flat 3 5, 1 flat 3 flat 5, and then a 1-3 sharp 5. And then start with your extension chords. As soon as you can do the same thing you do with C, like C major 7, C7, C6, C5. Here's a C5, here's a 6 working it down. Our G is going to be over the top, is just our 5, right, that we were just doing. If we have a flat 5, it gives it a little bit more tension. All of these chords have different names, but you thusly can name them as such. When you have this one over the top, isn't that a beauty? Just putting the F over the top of the G. Oh, good God. Whenever we have the open strumming, we're playing like an A minor 7 or a C6. So starting to see chords as having 2 names in the beginning is great. So back to the B. If we take off one of these fingers and drop this one down, thusly not having perfect primes, and you move it down, and then you have this beauty right here, you could throw that in with what you just had. It kind of feels good to bar the whole thing and then play these 2 notes. Or just jump over and play them like you would play like a flattened chord. And this gives you a B flat major 7. Now, a lot of us will just take this and play it like this, which also feels wunderbar for them fingerdingles. If we move this down, we could get another major 7. So if you move them up, you just now learned a valuable lesson on how to play any chord you already know, like a C major 7. Well, if you don't want that to be open legato with the C, E, G right here, with that B up top, you could then thusly cover all these to get a very short, detached melody. I'd say work on that for the next week or so, or until we ask another question, or join the members at the $4.99 level. On Tuesdays, from 12:20 to 1:20, starting October 7th, members that join the $4.99 level can have open-ended questions, meaning if nobody shows up and it's just you and me, pick my brain for an hour. Other than that, I'm hoping to form a group which works with each other, learns a little bit about music theory foundations, and enjoys this channel. Also, go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already done that. I don't really ask people to do that, but apparently there's something called the algorithm, and I'm supposed to cater to that. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, do it. If not, don't worry about it. Let's look at some of these. I dare you to type flavivius inflation at the first video. Look at this. Oh no. And also, I'm going to take you off my channel just for the fact that, no, you did it 3 times. We don't dig on that. It should be a fun channel. And regardless of what that person's putting out there, I never want to see anything else. I hate saying it that way, man. My brain is scarred. Like, I watched movies when I was younger that were horrible. They're imprinted in my mind. I've seen some things in life which I wish I didn't have a cognitive thought of, but the last thing I want to do is click on a random video and see something that's going to be ingrained into my memory banks. Let's have John Jacob, Jenga Heimerschmidt. Do you have a favorite progression? Yeah. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, his name is my name too. Whenever we go out, the people always shout, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt with the flat 7 to a diminished, but back to Jesus, then to G. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, do you even watch this channel? Do you know there are a million progressions on this channel? I can't say that I have a favorite one, and the music I write doesn't really even follow progressions anymore. It's more about viewing music as the long thing. I could play for like 15 hours on the same note, and that, at that moment, is my favorite progression. Right now, I don't know, feel like playing some music? How about this one? I never thought much for moonlight skies. I never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. Well, I never went in for afterglow or candlelight with a mistletoe. But now when the lights turn way down low, I'm beginning to see this light. Oh, I used to ramble through the park and shadow dancing in the dark. Oh, you came out, caused a spark, and for a long fire. Now I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. Now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see this light. Oh, I'm beginning to see this light. That's my favorite progression right now. Do we have another one? Oh, thank you. You're welcome. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Yeah. I remember being a kid, that was a song we used to sing to annoy people, and now I just love it as a mantra. Anybody gonna get me down? Hey, does anybody have a request out there? Something that makes you feel good about life. Doesn't have to be on the ukulele. Mark, and I hope that was enough information to break your brain for a while. B major, B minor. When you do the B and it has an augmentation, you find your fifth. Well, what's our fifth of the chord? When we play a B, D, and an F sharp, we have a F sharp right here. So raising it gives us... On a ukulele, you will slowly but surely discover that anytime you play a chord shape that has this, regardless of how you plays it, it's an augmented. It has a sharp 5, and you use that to build tension just like you use the diminished chords that you know. All of these diminished chords have qualities that add either a 7th or a flat 7, double flat 7. And then as far as like utilizing them in your chord structures, what I would say is anytime you're playing in the standard keys, like C major, like I was just playing in the key of F, F has one flat, that flat is B flat, so when we're playing the key of D minor, all I have to do is change every scale in the key of C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and just put a B flat in there. It's a modus called C Mixolydian, and that is the soloing key that I use over the whole thing. I don't view instruments as having really keys, everything's in C. You just alter the notes to fit the modus or the feeling of that particular key, and because there really are only 7 notes, you can fluidly fly along using technique. So in the key of C, that's a pentatonic. Well, that pentatonic works everywhere for every key, but because music isn't major, 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 it's major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. That's how we use our pentatonic system in different places over a fretboard. So by seeing it as B, when you take your B here and you take your A sharp, B, well, what happens when you take a G? G, G sharp, A sharp, B. Well, what is that? It's nothing more than your F major. F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, diddly dee dee dee. Nice. Hope that's a fun explanation. Mike is making stuff. Can we give another shout out to one of our other members? Mike just signed up for a membership tier, which is super groovy, great. Thank you for supporting the channel and my dream. There are 2 other memberships, and I would be behest if I didn't name them. One is called the Dream Maker. It's all about me. If you care about the weirdness behind this whole thing, it's a little pricey, but the whole idea is some people have money, some people don't. If you want to be a part of it, let's see if we can get you a free membership one of these times so you can see behind the scenes. However, it's delicate, man. Mark Thompson's good seeing. Is drop D possible on oud? Sure, everything's possible in life. If you take this C and you go to a D, it wouldn't be dropping it, it would be going up to it. If I were to take that same tonal note and have this, there it is. You gotta bend the string because the string is not used to being that loose, so you have to bend it for the feeling of the chord. Alternate tunings are hard if you're not fully aware of where all the other notes are on the ukulele. Does that make sense? Thank you, Mike. And here's the thing. I love doing this. While I'm not teaching, I'm doing this kind of thing online, providing it for free. I'm trying desperately to figure out technology, set up this right. As soon as I figure out how to set that up, I'll have better sound. I'll be running. And then the guy that I have working on the web with me hopefully will be able to help set me up with the web page. And I'll be able to do stuff online with other people. Right now I've got a couple online students. It's hard to do that with the time zone, and face-to-face is really what I teach here, so online is a great way for me to do this. I guess I would say this: if you're impressed or you like this, it means that just 5 minutes every day helps. Think of me as your music buddy. So when you sign up for the membership tier like Mike does, I will answer any music question you have. So thank you for Mark and Mike being in the comment section today. I enjoyed playing John Jacob, Jr. Howard, friend. Jimma, are you still there? Are you just gumming around? I had to take one person out of here because they were crazy. Country Buggin', cool. Oh, thank you for being here. Clap, clap, clap. Yeah, so when I was in school, I did a concert in 8 years, learned so much more with music theory class. Yeah. I played bass for 1 or 2 weeks for the jazz band, and I felt inferior when I was 16 because I had just picked up the instrument, and I thought I was pretty special on my own. You know what I mean? I thought I was the bee's knees, folks. I had a little narcissism issue when I was younger. And thusly in life, what I've realized, it was the music that was important, not me. So what I think now is I wasted 2 weeks of everybody else's time in jazz band thinking I was everything. And, you know, it is funny. And I look back on those individuals. I don't know if they're still playing music today, but they were very kind and nice people. Just in high school, they were the nerds, and I was a nerd too, acting out. And I think it's really funny. All the stuff that I've learned how to do in the last 15 years is a result of just wanting to understand what the music I like is, like Frank Zappa and Fish and everything. So when I'm trying to learn chords, like I learned every chord for every instrument I know where every note is, and it doesn't make it any different. I still have my own barriers in music. So what I realized is by helping people to get through their barriers and understand just the basic foundation of music theory, it sparks something in the brain. And my wife alluded to it this morning. It's like, it's not really the one thing of music that is music. It's just you start to see the world differently through the eyes of music, and it's a gorgeous thing. Sorry, babble, babble, babble. Going on when it was math musician. Yeah, teachers. You know, it is. It's mystic, man. I had a teacher named Mr. Lenson, who I swear did cocaine, but he was just old. When he was writing something, everything used to like go down the board like that, and he had a mustache, and he used to always like wipe his face, and he had chalk on his hands because that's how old I am. So it always looked like he had white powder on his face, and it was always making fun of the man. And then one day, I was walking home from school, and he saw me walking, and he was like, "Hey, can I give you a ride?" And I was thinking I shouldn't take rides from strangers. This guy could put me in his basement, nobody would know. But the truth is, he gave me a ride home and he was the sweetest, nicest man. So you learn things from people when you're younger, don't you? Or you don't. You get locked in a basement. Basement fun. Oh, basement fun. Basement fun. Well, let's keep it a little lighter here. Usually I don't down tune. That was fun. I can't wait to discover the rest of math, which will unlock it for me. Yeah. Math is interesting. I went back and I learned. Are you talking about the math in music, or are you talking about the math in math? I went back and did, what was it, trig and algebra that I should have done, but I didn't. Now as an adult, I love chemistry. I watched a series on how to do it and take these courses. They're fun to see how much you remember. Ooh, sax, which one? Alto, E flat or B flat? Or baritone? Children crying, hear the children crying, saying give thanks to the Lord, and it will feel alright. Say just get together in the middle of the night. Pity on you, hopeless for the sinner you has hurt all mankind, just to save his own. Some 7 chords at it. Turn it. Dude, it's like knowing you make something you didn't have the toolbox. Yeah. Music and math goes side by side. When I learned all there was that I could possibly understand and feasibly do without having somebody else, explain it to me and say, hey, here you go, dummy. Was about Pythagoras, the Stoics, how math kind of came about and how math at a certain point was used to describe phenomena. And it was interesting because it led to the creation of what we would consider alchemy, which led to the creation of what we consider current day science. The process under which you have things that are peer tested and reviewed using data analysis, things that lead to making vaccines good for people. And I'm just blown away. We live in 2025. And our whole existence is kind of like, for lack of a better term, it's hinging on a thread of insanity. And I know I'm crazy. So. So most people are too. Fun. I should remember that for later. See, math allowed me to get on that little groove. It was a D, do, little E in there, F sharp minor back to D, 1, 2, 3, simple as it can be. It went to G dominant, G dominant went back to the D with an inversion F and sharp blues. And then we didn't really do the traditional blues. We did an F sharp minor 7, which is in the key of A, but it is in the key of D as a 3, so it's a good passing point. I went down to the F, which changed tonality because in the key of D major there is no F, let alone you can make it major, minor, or augmented. I kept it as a major because I wanted to change the tonality from minor to major. And we could have done like that aforementioned augmented. That would have worked, but that's a little too much tension. Anyone know Pat Finnerty from YouTube? Finnerty? No. I don't think so. A musician? This is a music channel, so if you have somebody, I'll check it out. I usually look at their oldest video and their most current video. That's how I remember who people are that interact with me. And with 8,000 people on the channel right now, and about, I don't know, 20% of that, I've checked out other channels because they're musicians. I subscribe to their channel if they've got cool content coming in. If not, no. And then the long story short is we absolutely want to keep this what's the word? How do we put this? A safe space for everybody. That being said, music. I like that. What I was just doing there, I should write that down. Here, I'll just remember. It's not special. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Minor third. Major third, minor third, and then back to the 1. And the next time it did a E dominant to an E flat dominant, and then into a D. That's a good groove. Two pentatonic. Hey, woman. I am live. I'm just doodling, talking with Mark and Mike, and playing a little guitar. Rachel's in the room.
I brought you a musubi.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rachie Q.
Musubi. Aloha.
Thank you. Rachie Q. On Susie Q. On Susie Q, baby, I love you. Susie Q. Where you walk, I like the way you talk. I like the way you walk. I like the way you talk. Susie Q. Yeah, thank you. Say that you'll be true. Say that you'll be true. Say that you'll be true. Never leave me blue. Susie Q. D7 alt? thanks, Mark. You true. Check out the 13,000 videos on here. Pick one that you like. My favorite series as of late that I go back and watch is the Ask a Wago series. It explains stuff that I was learning when it became like foundational level for me when I was teaching here in Hilo. I realized after teaching, a lot of people didn't understand a lot about music theory. How do you break it down for somebody who's intuitive? How do you break it down for somebody who already knows music theory but was missing key parts of it? How do you break it down for somebody who just won't listen? You have to make it seem like they're coming up with all the answers for what they're doing. It's a hard one. And with 30 plus students, I've learned a lot about myself on how to communicate. It's amazeballs, isn't it? Oh, Suzanne, yo. No, Suzanne, yo. Oh, Suzanne. Thinking out loud. Who is Ed Sheeran? Anywho. Well, the first days are the hardest days. Don't you worry anymore. 'Cause when life looks like he's this sweet, there's danger at your door. Think this through with me. Let me know your mind. Whoa, oh, what I want to know is, are you kind? It's a bucket dancer's choice, my friends. Better take my advice. 'Cause when you know the words by now, and there's fire from his eyes, will you come with me? Let me know your mind. Whoa, oh, what I want to know, will you come with me? Goddamn, do I declare, have you seen the light? There was a one cannonballs, there might have been, don't tread on me. Come here, Uncle John's band, playing to the tide. Come follow me, go alone, and come to take his Cupid home. Ghost fish. You want the learning explanation, or you just want me to take a crack at it? Let's see here. Let's see if I can take a crack and do a little explanation. If you don't know already, if you're a player, the best place to get tabs, which are 85 to 90% correct, is called Emil's tabs. And it'll just show you the different movements. And if you have to have a pretty good recollection of the guitar to look at this and go, oh, that's wrong. However, in the beginning, it talks about an A minor 7, A minor 6, a D9, an E7 when it says sharp plus 9, that's talking about an alt chord. So it kind of feels weird. You're going to hear this kind of thing. It's your diminished. You can play any diminished here. That's kind of the feeling that you're going to get over the top of that. It changes 3 times, so you've got it going through the chords of I think if I played this in a band. I played in a Fish cover band called Official for years. I think it was in C sharp or A flat, or no, it's in like. Damn it, I don't know. Hold on, let me see what this says. Finally get around to fishing through it. See, that's why these tabs aren't that great. It doesn't tell you what the intro groove is. Let me think about it. If it goes, and then it goes through the groove where it goes. Then it gets into C. Does the same groove. Then it gets into the A. A minor, sorry. Then it gets into that groove. I would say just play all of 5th fret. I never told you the story of the ghost that I once knew and talked to, of whom I'll never boast. This is my great secret. D9. Never have to worry. Call him. Here's our alt instead. Then back to A. His answer minor 7, A minor 6. Action. He never spoke a word, or maybe as I lay it down, as if I never heard. Somehow feel forsaken, like he closed the door. I guess he stopped needing him much before. that's pretty much it. And then it just goes back in that. And then it gets back into the groove. That's a fun tune. Great request. I haven't thought about that forever. Can you do Ghost and what's Cersei? I'm not trying to spam. This is sick though. I thought you misinterpreted what I was saying. Band's Ghost. Oh, gotcha. Oh, sorry. I thought you said nice for fish. My bad. Let me check it out. Name of the band is Ghost, and the song is called Cersei. Nice. Like the sirens from Greek mythology. Is that Ghost? You know, and I've done another song by the band Ghost on this channel before. I don't remember what it is though. No clue. Okay, no capo. This is in the key of D tuning. Okay, so is it DAGAT or is it just open? Let's see. assume it's 16th notes because it fits the pattern. Those are tuplets at the end, so you might have this song might sound like. That is my best summation from what this is saying. Alright, we're going to try and play it in time. Never heard it before. Oh, really? Cool. Well, right on. I will check it out. Let me get my a down tune for it. Let me get my book of nonsense here. Where's my book of nonsense? Oh no! I took it with me so I could work on stuff. Well, I'm gonna have to make another book of nonsense then. Shantai. Oh, Shanti. How about I make a box of nonsense? This is where I keep all my stuffs. All right. Ghost. Seriously. I will learn this and put out a how-to video. I'm always glad to get turned on to new bands as well, for sure. I'm gonna tell you what, is everybody having a good Monday? I have about 10-15 more minutes till my student comes. We're gonna do drums today. I'm very, very excited. You have another request for there in the comment section? Here's a fun one. Anybody who's liking what I'm doing here, show my uncle some love. He's a fun old man now, but he was in a band when he was younger called Granicus. Granicus. Go check it out. Tell me what you think. You can respond to me in any of his comment sections or in any of mine. Just tell me what you think of the music and the writing. I really enjoy it. It's like oh jeez. Yes. It's about time I broke this thing. Well, I'm not gonna waste my day doing that. Let's switch to a different instrument. I have 15 minutes. Who's my first guitar student today? I think I should go. Oh, 1 o'clock. I have time to do it. Well, I've switched over. Days in the New, always forget the name of the band. Oh, yeah. I'll write it down on my box of stuffs. Mark, I'm glad you're here, buddy. Ghost, Cersei, and then Days of the New. I have heard of this. Days of the New. Days of the New. Days of the New. Yeah, you know what? Life happens. We're not going to get angry at strings. They're just stringing, doing their thing. When the sun is down. Having some fun under the boardwalk. People walking above under the boardwalk. We'll be falling in love under the boardwalk. Boardwalk. I like that song because it ends on the A minor, and since this is in the key of C, that's a deceptive cadence. Late 90s lead singer, the guitarist wrote the entire album, part 16-year-old. The quality is insanely good. Cool. That's why it sounds familiar. I'm old. On that note, can everybody hit that like and subscribe button if you're already digging what's going on here? I'm just getting warmed up for my day. I get the privilege of teaching here in a couple minutes. In fact, I'm probably just going to take a couple questions right now, if you have them about music. Other than that, I would urge you, if you got time in your Tuesday, to sign up for the $4.99 membership level. I'm going to push myself here. On Tuesdays from 12:20 to 1:20, I don't know where it is at your time. Eastern Coast, I think my wife said it was like, isn't that a fun tune? I couldn't sing, it's too early. Yeah, on Tuesdays, starting in October 7th, each week meet there for 1 hour Ask Music questions. If you have a membership to this channel, that's great. There's another tier level you could jump on. I appreciate all the memberships. So if you take a second, take a crack at it. Oh yeah, well, for sure. I need to tune back up my dang here. Otherwise, yeah, I learn tunes, throw them in my arsenal, and then, you know, it kind of helps everywhere I go. I think I'm going to be reaching out to a buddy of mine today who needs a bass player to play for them at a gig coming up in a week or so. That should be fun. I haven't played live in a while. But, you know, most bands don't have charts or anything. They're like, hey, this is in the key. It's not really in the key. It's kind of abstract. Rarely on this island do I find a band that has charts and it's like, this is this key and it follows a genre or something. Usually it's like some avant-garde, notes thrown at it, which is fun too, because I love fish and I love all types of music. So, long story short, there are music types of ventures out here, but what I'm trying to do is build a community center with music involved at the heart of it. Other than that, be able to provide the safe space for people to chill. That's what this whole program that I'm doing here on YouTube is about. Every penny goes into a bank account and untouched until we find a 501(c) and a grant writer and hopefully pull the plug on getting Music Community Center here. But setting the seed, letting it, watching it grow, that's where we're at. What up, Chris? Taste what would improve tracking. Do you mind I say something? So you guys, when the ads know some musical right. Why do you think our ears love that? The evolution of music, whether you believe God created humans about 5,000, 6,000 years ago, or you think that this happens over and over and over again, over and over and over and over. Each time that humans developed a keen ear, it's through hundreds and thousands of years of listening to nature. We replicate it, just like our science replicates nature. So, in my opinion, if we're looking at music from the standpoint of 280,000 years of the development of the inner ear, equilibrium, and then associating music with our external world so we can process it internally and create with it, it's kind of a fluke in consciousness, I think. I think it's a byproduct. Otherwise, we would all be programmed to do it, don't you think? Or at least on some level have it as part of our society. In our current paradigm, music is one of the least held positions of, let's just say gratitude. Every other civilization that didn't have some sort of construct with technology, music was the bee's knees at the top. So, the long story short, what do I feel about that? When life is viewed through the major, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Oh, that's right. My guitar's better. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. When we alter that by taking our 7 diatonic notes, flattening the 3rd, 6th, and 7th, we get a natural minor. It is the same spelling as another major key. Do, re, 1, 2, flat, 3, 4, 5, flat, 6, flat, 7, 1. When we reintroduce just something as simple as that major 7th, that we took away, back into that scheme, our ears, through hundreds and thousands of years of evolution, noticing dissonances, which are notes that don't sound good together, like a 1, 6, that kind of feeling feels tense. That mimics nature. So we might not be aware of it right now because we're not running from lions and tigers and beasts. But in music, the reason why we gravitate towards that is because the ear's not used to hearing that. A great piece you could check out that has a plethora of accidentals by Mozart is Fantasy in D. It's D minor, so F major, D minor. Check out that song. Tell me what you think about the presto part. I think if I had to guess what measure, 138, but it has this it's just gorgeous. And when you hear it, it's in contrast to the rest of the piece. So when you learn what sonata form is, you can see that there's clearly a contrast from the A and the B moving to this tertiary part, the C part, of which I'm aforementioning, the presto part, and then it goes back into the A later. Oh my gosh! I don't know how you hear music, but viewing it through the eyes of just music terminology, you don't need all that blah, blah, blah to go, oh, that's really cool. Most people, when they hear something like that, go, oh my gosh, that's great. How are you doing today? Just sub to your channel. Oh, thanks, Craftability More. Crafts, huh? I follow a couple people that I chat with almost every other day that do crafts on their channels. Preach, now you're getting in the answer. I got my subscription. True love. Oh, thank you. Well, hang out here. Check out the 13,000 videos. One of them has to toot your fancy. I swear. We keep this channel kind of clean. Not a lot of cussing, not a lot of politics or religion or anything. If you do that, I just remove you. We don't talk about it. I talk about whatever I want to. This is my channel. But as far as like keeping it kind of music education, yeah. And as you can notice, I'm a little animated and I don't take myself too seriously. So it's a good place to hang out if you're between any age limit, I guess. Music and sensory at the end of the day. That is correct. Honestly, all of life has become a sensory responsitory thing for me. Today, my big goal today is to learn how to put this on this. When I'm able to put this on this, that means that the sound quality on this channel goes up. When the sound quality on this channel goes up, I would assume that more people would enjoy it if I'm doing it right. But I'm having fun doing what I'm doing. The Dreammaker membership is $49.99 for this channel. That just means if you have money and you want to see who I am behind the scenes, have at it. At that point, we should start getting to know each other. As far as the other tier memberships, $4.99 is a membership for Tuesdays at 12:20 to 1:20, whatever time your time might be. In Hawaiian Standard Time, I take the time to take a whole hour and just talk to you about music theory. You ask me questions. If you cannot make it on Tuesday and want to subscribe to that tier level anyways, you get my email. Send me questions. I will answer them in the video, and then you can watch it at your leisure. Other than that, hit that like and subscribe button today. If you want to become a member for $1.99, that really just puts bread in my jar. That goes towards building and creating a music community center here in Hilo, Hawaii, so the people around my neighborhood have something to do. Other than what's here. And other than that, just subscribe. It costs nothing just to hang out. And then if you show up a couple times and you turn out to just enjoy this and you do comments and whatnot, we'll throw you a wrench so you can moderate the talk channel so my wife doesn't have to do the whole... My wife doesn't have to do the whole thing. Other than that, I hope you dig the channel. There's lots of stuff out here. People seem to like the posts. There are music questions. So when you answer the music questions, whether right or wrong, you get the explanation of what it is. It's a great way. Also, holy G's balls. Last night I found out that there's AI on here. So if you go on your apparatus, your HP, your Mac, your phone, your iPad, you go to any one of these, there's a little thing that says ask and a plus thing. If you ask that anything, it'll say, what would you like to ask? And it has pre-prompted questions. It comes from the video. So today, if I was talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and what a harmonic minor is in comparison to a natural minor, it would talk about that in this section. So you can use every single video that's on this channel as a music resource, because every single topic that I talk about on these, not so much the live streams, but anything that's like Ask a Wago or 4-finger fretted chords or 4-finger fun or chord of the day or inversions, like all of them are learning opportunities. I spent like 10-15 minutes watching my own videos last night, which I never do. And I was amazed that the AI was right. It used the information I talked about in the video, created questions, and had like, I don't know, I think it's taking my place of doing question of the day. I think I just came to that determination on my own. Anyway, I have a student that I have the privilege of teaching. I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm going to bid adieu right now. I might be on later in the day. If you haven't already hit that thumbs up, maybe hit that notify button so you know when this guy comes on and enlightens your day. Anyway, thank you for being here. Mike, it's nice seeing you. My lad, thank you for doing moderation. Mark, very nice meeting you. Thanks for hanging out today. I hope you become a member. Chris, thank you for the question. That was really good to wrap that up with actual musicness. Everybody who's hanging out, Mark, Wookie, thank you. For those of you who are here earlier and hung out the whole time, super sweet of you. And then as far as like John Jacob, Jingleheimer Schmidt, Gemma, Lynn, all you people, Guadalupe, what do you mean by you people? I mean, I love you. Thanks for being here. Aloha to you. Yeah, Mark, throw me an email. You know, booking Wago Hana Hou at gmail.com. And I teach too. I've got some fun stuff going on the website. I just got a donation, not a donation. I'm not sponsored, nor do I have a ambassadorship with iReal Pro, but they're sending me a t-shirt so I can promote their product, and they're sending me 5 free codes for their product. So I asked for them on Mac. So if you join the membership tier here, which is on Tuesdays, 12:20 to 1:20. I know I said I was going to do that. I'm waiting on my student to show up, and then I'm going to go. And if I have time to play the piano, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Playing piano's the coolest and fun and cool is okay by me. Yeah, 5 free codes, which means you could use the program I use for writing a lot of music. It's very simple to use, and I can show you how to do that during Tuesdays. Maybe she's sitting at another seat. Good God, that'd be horrible. No, oh, interesting. Jade Star. I do know Jade Star. She puts how to app live streams. Oh, how cute. Jade Star and I talked one time. She had a really fun song and I asked her to do one of our interview things and she never got back to me. I think, if I'm thinking of the same person. Jade Star in the sky, in the ever-loving sky of white. Why do we do? What we do when we do what we do. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I don't think that my student's coming today. What a wonderful bummer. Hopefully, maybe I should just send a, maybe I should check my phone to see if they said anything to me. Hey, so 2 amazing things. One, well, not amazing. My student is sick today, so they're not going to be coming in, and they're going to be out for another week or so. And the other amazing thing is there's a bird out here singing to me. It's like, so I love it. Other than that, yeah, let's see here. It puts on the how-to app. Yeah, so long story short, I think I'm going to take a quick respite, eat some food, and then maybe jump on or do some videos for the channel. Either way, thanks for hanging out with me today. Aloha to everyone.